Greetings everyone, welcome to the second part of the Mega Man 2 story arc. Let's not waste time and get to the recap. Quickman, one of Wily's new robots, crashed the Goodbye Mega Man party to remind everyone why said party was premature. Though to be fair, someone in the comments section from my previous review, Shade Ketchum, suggested that roughly a year passed between Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 2 in the games. And the same could apply here, though to be honest, it's hard to tell. Anyway, Mega Man must stop Wily's 8 new robots before they attack the city, and so far, the trail leads him to Robot Masters Woodman and Bubbleman. After brutally destroying them, Mega Man got infected by bits of malware when copying their powers. The issue ended with Quickman pinning him. Where do we go from here? Well, how about Mega Man breaking free and shooting at Quickman, only for Quickman to turn the tables again, all while saying his robot line is superior to the light models. Anyone get the meta reference? Anyway, Quickman's here to drop Mega Man off at the next destination, Heatman's lair, and then leave. After re-establishing contact with Dr. Light, he pinpoints Mega Man's location, a geothermal plant, one filled with these annoying tele-robots. Eventually, he makes it to Heatman, a robot master that's a direct upgrade of Fireman, which involves him looking like a Zippo lighter. Ironically, Heatman is complaining how hot it is. According to him, Wily didn't equip him with the means to regulate his heat. Oh, if only he knew. Mega Man hopes with this issue, Heatman can just surrender and Mega Man can move on. Sorry Rock, heat problems or not, this robot master is still programmed to destroy you. Mega Man cannot contact Light due to interference, but thankfully remembered his recently acquired Bubble Lid. Not only does it defeat Heatman, it cools him down. After Mega Man copies Atomic Flame, Heatman tells him where to find the next robot master, Crash Man. Mega Man could just leave, but since he just absorbed more malware, he goes all red-eyed again and blasts Heatman point blank. Roll, who's been watching with Light and Otto, is worried Mega Man's losing emotional control again. Light agrees, only partially. While having that much power is too much for a young child, even a robotic one, Light suspects Wily's deliberately infecting the new robot masters with malware coding, thus passing it on to Rock via the copying system. Light goes to do some coding of his own, leaving Roll and Otto to monitor Mega Man. She wants Mega Man to return home due to the amount of damage he's taken, and he's getting low on energy. However, he presses on due to the attack time limit. At the top of a tower, he encounters Crash Man, who accuses him of blowing up Heatman, before he says in a calm tone he respects that, due to his power set involving bombs. See, he has the combined power of Bomb Man and Guts Man, and would love to demonstrate it on our blue hero. Mega Man mocks him by saying, if Crash Man is so advanced, where's his hands? Crash Man has no answer, except using his handless arms to shoot crash bombs at Mega Man, not only damaging our hero further, but risking destruction of the command center tower. Crash Man doesn't care. He fills the place with crash bombs and destroys it. Mega Man was able to mostly protect himself with the Leaf Shield. Sure, let's go with that. Crash Man's buried in the wreckage. Mega Man copies his weapon and more malware, before wondering if the platforms monitoring the city's weather are another prime target. Crash Man confirms Airman is in the area. Mega Man plants crash bombs around the wreckage. Crash Man's last words are, "You can't beat us, Wily will have revenge, the city is doomed, yada yada yada." The tower wreckage explodes, explained by Mega Man to a returning Dr. Light that it was controlled demolition to minimize the danger. Light encourages Mega Man to come straight home for repairs and upgrades. From Mega Man's point of view, it sounds like Light's not trusting him, but in actuality, it's Wily's malware programming influencing his behavior more and more, keeping him on this task to stop Quickman and the remaining robot masters from harming anyone ever again. And he doesn't care how much damage he receives as long as the job's done. We're starting to see the scope of Wily's revenge. As mentioned last time, he built 8 robot masters to attack the city within a time limit unless Mega Man can stop them. Add to the fact they're tougher and carry malicious coding Mega Man copies along with their weapons, we can speculate the following possibilities in Wily's favor. First, Mega Man does nothing, and the robot masters attack on schedule. Mega Man and Light's reputation would be damaged due to inactivity. Yeah, that one's very doubtful. Second, Mega Mega Man engages them but brings the authorities, something also mentioned last time, but doing so would move up the timetable of the attack. Don't think Light and Mega Man would take much blame, but it would be messy. Third, Mega Man engages the Robot Masters alone and is destroyed. Enough said. And finally, we have what's playing out right now. Mega Man's defeating the Robot Masters and copies their weapons and malware coding. If he copies malware from all 8 Robot Masters, well, we'll see later on. What could go wrong for Wily is Light's recognizing the situation and made some coding of his own. The fact that Light hasn't teleported Mega Man back to the lab at this point is he wants to be as gentle as possible. Plus, when Roll briefly became the operator, she was not familiar with the teleporting system, as this line points out. Mega Man's refusal to return is not just because of the attack time limit, but the malware influencing his behavior. I'll get into that in a bit. But poor Mega Man himself, receiving extensive damage thanks to the Robot Masters. At this rate, he'll resemble the Terminator with its flesh burnt off. But it does tie back into one of the options for Wily's revenge. The Robot Masters damage him enough that, eventually, one of them takes him out. Let's move on to the Robot Masters of this issue. Quickman's purpose is to get Mega Man back on track, but the guy couldn't resist taking a few shots at our hero, and critics of sequels in general. Heat Man is indeed an upgrade of Fireman, his weakness is bubble lead, and the heat problem is due to not knowing about a dial in the back that regulates his flame power, probably set on high for maximum damage. Good design choice, Wily. The combination of Bomb Man's and Guts Man's powers gives Crash Man the ability to use high explosives and the ability to withstand them. Personality wise, he matches what I could find online. He's a forthright individual that suffers from violent mood swings, and the lack of hands makes him clumsy. If you want to know, his game in weakness is Air Shooter, Airman's weapon. But since Airman is Mega Man's next target, well, they decide to have Crash Man be the architect of his own demise. The way the comic is framing Mega Man's victories is interesting when you think about it. Last time we saw what happened to Woodman and Bubble Man. It wasn't pretty. Here, we see Mega Man beginning the final blow and not seeing the aftermath. At least not directly. I believe they went with this direction to show that Mega Man is starting to cross a line, more than likely influenced by the malware program. Look at the faces Mega Man has. It's almost evil. I'm starting to see what option 4 might be in terms of Wily's endgame. I'm giving this issue an 8. I'm enjoying the struggle Mega Man and his family are going through so far. The art continues to deliver, the nods to the game are always a delight, and it's well paced. Now's where things are getting iffy. We're halfway done with this story arc, and Mega Man's defeated 4 Robot Masters, which means he has to go through 4 more, plus Wily Fortress 2 in the next 2 issues. We'll see how this plays out next time, starting with issue 11. Okay, I guess in the comic book universe, Leaf Shield is way overpowered. Of course, it is one of the best shield weapons in the game, so yeah, I'll let it slide.